Hello and welcome to the Restaurant Show here on CW57. My name is Ryan Ashker. Stay tuned because today we have Club Tavern, Cold Fusion, and Takara. All that and much more. It's the Restaurant Show here on CW57. Hello and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Right now I'm very excited to be joined by my good friend Joe from the Club Tavern. Joe, how are you doing today?
Wonderful, how are you?
Not bad at all. Thanks for joining us. We have some exciting stuff and we gotta get to this because I've never seen a burger with a crater in it.
Absolutely, yeah.
What is that for?
We're gonna stuff it. We're gonna fill it full of all kinds of goodies.
Stuffed burger. Sounds good. I'm sold already.
All right. We start out, we take some yellow onion and caramelize. So just cook it down on low and slow. In the meantime, we take a jalapeno, add a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper, and we throw it in a 500-degree oven until it starts to complain. So we're gonna blister the jalapeno. What that's gonna do is it's gonna bring out some of the full flavor of the jalapeno, and it's gonna pull back just slightly on the spice. It's still gonna be spicy, it's just not gonna have that straightforward bite.
Okay.
And everything else we're doing with this burger is gonna be pretty spicy, so we want a well-rounded spice, we just don't wanna kill people with heat.
All right. So you got some flavor, not just a kick in the stomach.
Absolutely.
All right.
Full flavor all the way across the board. So we take a 8-ounce portion of our beef, hand patted, never frozen. We take our pepper jack cheese, jalapenos and caramelized onions, right into the well that we made.
Oh, wow. And you guys use any specific kind of beef for these?
We do an 80-20,
right.
So 20% fat, 80% lean beef. And the big thing is that it's hand patted and never frozen. So nice quality ingredients, nice and fresh. You see the well helps us out there. We take a nice flattened piece, get to know it a little bit, seal the ends in.
Wow, that's a monster patty.
And then a little bit of seasoning and it's ready for the grill.
Okay.
So Cajun stuffed burger, of course we're gonna get some Cajun seasoning on it. Again, layering the spice so that we're not just killing people with heat. And that goes on the grill. And a little Cajun seasoning on the other side.
Sure.
And then we grill that to 165 degrees. So we cook it through because with the stuffed, you want to make sure that the internal temperature gets hot enough so they're not getting anybody sick.
So everything's good to eat. Okay.
Absolutely. Then that goes on the grill. We cook that to about medium well. We take some roasted bell peppers and more pepper jack cheese. That goes on top of the burger.
Oh, wow.
Start with the bun. And then it gets the habanero aioli, which we have right here, that we make in-house.
Habanero aioli. Okay. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Absolutely. Now, Cajun cuisine, it's the roots are French culinary techniques, and then it's onion, celery, peppers, and of course a lot of seafood, but we're going with the beef for this one. So, we have our chipotle peppers, black pepper, cayenne pepper, granulated garlic, white pepper, Tabasco, and Cajun seasoning. We take all of these things in about a quart of water. We get them on the range on low, bring it to a boil and let that simmer for about a half an hour. Let everybody get to know each other. And then, forgot, these little babies, the habaneros.
All right.
Okay, so those all just simmer for about half an hour until the habaneros get nice and soft. We put it in the food processor and puree it, and then we get left with that.
And you get that.
That's also one of our wing sauces. So we take the habanero sauce and heavy-duty mayonnaise, mix that together. We have our habanero aioli.
Wow.
And then it's sauce, meat, cheese, bell peppers, and of course, loaded potato salad, mixed vegetables, side choice, pickle spear, and a Hershey bar.
It's a lot of food.
Yeah.
Not gonna go home hungry after that one.
Not at all.
That looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really excited to try that. That's a big burger too. Speaking of big food, this guy here, a Reuben.
Yeah.
Club Tavern Reuben. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a double-decker style Reuben. Slow roasted corned beef, sauerkraut, Thousand Island dressing, Swiss cheese, and a really good marble rye. Take our bread very seriously. We do a lot of sandwiches. So we only go with the actual bread. There's no air inserted. It's not Wonder Bread. It's the good stuff.
So, and speaking of the bread, how does bread hold up that
Well,
hunk of
it's because we actually go through an Italian bread company.
Okay.
So the reason I got sold on this bread, I was at a food show and I had a sample of burger buns in my hand. And the representative of this company made me hold on to his burger bun and made me hold on to somebody else's burger bun, like I'm gonna make you do.
Hold on to this burger bun.
And he took some water.
All right.
All right, so I want you to just let me know when you start feeling water coming through the bun. Now we have a burger, we have sauce, we have vegetables, we have juice from the burger, especially if you're going mid-rare.
There.
Right there. So we went through almost a cup of water just in the
Before
top
you
bun.
ever- wow.
Now we're doing 2 cups of sandwich between the bread. So basically your entire sandwich can disintegrate into the bread and you still have the bread holding together for you to eat your sandwich.
That's really impressive to do that.
Yeah.
And I swear that's the first time I've ever held Joe's Buns on television. And we got some great things going on. We know obviously Badger season's coming up once we get through summer. A lot of other really cool events. Club Tavern kind of goes on the road. You don't just have to stop at the corner of Branch University in Middleton. Where are some of the places you guys are going to be out and about this summer where we can see you?
Well, starting this weekend actually, you can come to the corner of Branch and University and we'll be grilling out. We're going to have a burger and brat stand just outside of the tavern, so you can stop, get a $4 cheeseburger, a $3 brat, and chips, soda, everything. So it's just a quick stop. You don't actually have to come in and spend the afternoon getting lunch. You just stop in.
All right.
We're also going to be celebrating 4th of July in Monona. We'll set up a couple of food booths on the 3rd and the 4th at Winnequa Park. And all Badger home games, we also set up our food booth right outside of Camp Randall on the corner of Regent and Monroe.
Yeah, right across the street from Camp Randall. You can't miss them. It's a game day staple for me if you're out there. So Monona for 4th of July, fireworks, everything, stop up there. There's some great Club Tavern food, so you can get that. Or the Bratton Burger Stand, going to be right outside of the bar, corner of Branch University in Middleton. So a lot of great things going on with Club Tavern. Also be sure to mention Tuesday night, Taco Night.
Taco Tuesday, and if you're wearing a Club Tavern t-shirt or Madison Blaze t-shirt, all your drinks are half price.
And then Wing Wednesday.
Wing Wednesday, 50-cent wings, 75-cent shorties.
Can't go wrong with that. I know I'll be there every Wednesday. Hope to see you guys there too. Joe, thank you so much for joining us here today.
It was a pleasure.
Club Tavern, corner Branch University in Middleton. Go get one of these insanely big sandwiches and go home full and then probably take a nap. We'll be right back with more of the Restaurant Show after this. Coming up next on the Restaurant Show, Cold Fusion. Hello and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Right now I'm very excited to be joined by Joe Perkins, his first time here from Cold Fusion over in Middleton. Joe, thanks for joining us here today.
No problem, thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about it. It looks like we have some fantastic food lined up right now. The Bourbon Street Medley, you said, was going to be the first thing we're going to look at.
Right, it's an item I've had on a menu for 19 years. Wherever
Okay.
I've worked, I've came up with it in 1996 at a brew pub in Virginia. So it's something I'm very familiar with, something I'm used to making. It's like old hat. I can do it, and I can actually make it in 3 minutes on a stove at the restaurant. So we pair it with different things. It's all about fusion, about blending different flavors together. We start with jumbo shrimp. There's 16 to 20 shrimp, okay? And then we put a seasoned chicken breast that we grill and andouille sausage in with it. So you still have that Cajun flavor with it. It's based on New Orleans, Bourbon Street flavors, things like that. So what we do is we'll saute the shrimp with Cajun seasoning on it with olive oil, okay? Then we'll add the chicken breast and the andouille after the shrimp is about 3/4 done, so we don't overcook any of it, because it's the pre-made things here, so we're ready to go. In a restaurant setting, you want to have that, okay? We'll toss that all together, and then we'll reheat our pasta in a pasta steamer. Okay, for restaurants. At home, you'll have this ready, so you just mix it in at the end. All right, and then we throw our Alfredo sauce in with it, and everybody's like, well, it's not really Cajun. Well, when you throw the Cajun seasoning with it, plus the andouille sausage and the chicken, it's got a lot of Cajun flavor in it. You don't want to just overwhelm it with Cajun. Cajun's supposed to be the accent of it, but not the main star. You want the chicken, shrimp, and sausage all to go together.
So with the Cajun seasoning and usually the andouille has a little bit of kick to it, would that be something that might be maybe too spicy for people that don't like spicy food?
No, because whenever you cook anything that's supposed to be spicy, you don't want your spice to hit your tongue. You want to hit the back of your throat. Okay, because once it hits your tongue, then you have no taste buds.
All right.
It's just a flavor accent to it. That's why you don't add too much to the sauce itself, because it's going to blend with everything else in the flavors, and the pasta will cool down the spice as well, because it's not a spicy thing. It's just it's pasta. So you mix it all with the creamy Alfredo sauce, mix it all together, and then you have a great dish.
All right.
Top it with Parmesan cheese, and we serve it with bread.
I gotta come visit to try this, because the andouille sausage is fantastic. Anything you work with shrimp and chicken, like everything on there is gonna work together. That just sounds absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
And you said you've been doing that for 19 years.
19
It's
years,
been on your menu.
1996.
And you're working on your third restaurant
Third
right
restaurant.
now.
Third restaurant.
You're located in Platteville.
Platteville.
Then
Middleton.
is open, and you're working on one in McFarland now,
McFarland.
correct?
We hope to be open by Friday. That's our target date. So,
Wow.
Yep.
So you got, in our area, you got 2, or down in Platteville, 3 chances to check them out, and it looks like absolutely fantastic food. We still have some time, and I noticed you brought one of my favorites along, mussels. Tell us a little bit about what you do with this.
All right, these are mussels. They're about a 30 to 40 count, depending on the size. I pre-blanched them because you want your mussels to be open.
Okay.
If they're not open, don't eat them. Okay, that means they're bad. Okay, but you're not going to get in any setting, most of your seafood, you're going to have 1 or 2 shells that do not open. Okay, with our mussels, how we do this is we take it and we steam the mussels. You can steam them at home, believe it or not, in the microwave with a Ziploc bag, vent it, put about a cup of water in with it for 3 minutes, and it's the same way of doing it on the stove. And so you don't have
Really?
to deal with being in the restaurant setting and have a pasta steamer or a water steamer with it. So, and then we put the white wine in first. I use a Grigio or a Riesling, depends on what I have available at the time, because they're sweeter. Because we put in fresh garlic, of course, with the white wine, add fresh tarragon. That tarragon is very sweet. You can use dry if you want. It's not that big a difference, except with the fresh, of course, more pungent. You get more of the flavor of it. Get that heated. Add about 4 ounces of our Alfredo sauce. I used to do a yogurt sauce, and I found it was too tart.
Sure.
So I was like, how can I calm this down a little bit? So I just took our Alfredo and mixed it with white wine instead. And it's still got the yogurt flavor, but it's not so tart that people don't want to eat it.
And Alfredo's a really good sauce with any sort of
Yes.
protein you put with it.
Exactly. It's got that nice creamy base to it. So it's more of a soup type thing when you're done with it. But when you have this and then you toss your mussels with it in your pan, put it in your bowl. I put it with 3 pieces of bread at the restaurant, but you can do whatever you want. I use non-Indian flatbread. You can use croutades. It's just that soup at the bottom. Once you eat the mussels, you have all that nice, tasty sauce at the bottom to dip the bread in. So it pairs very well. We sell a lot of those at the restaurant. This, of course, is our #1 pasta seller, but this here is our #1 appetizer seller.
Okay, so you got an appetizer and an entree along, and this would be a really nice night out for a couple
Yes.
people. Big servings too.
Yes, they are. If you leave my restaurant hungry, I haven't done my job. I can tell
All
you that.
right.
Not a doubt.
And then you're going to be a part of Ribfest this year, correct?
We're actually promoting our own Rib Fest this year. We're looking at doing August 8th. We're trying to get that approved through the town of Dunn down in McFarland where we're at.
Okay.
Because down there we have a softball field.
All
And we're
right.
going to utilize that for special events and things of that nature. We're going to try to get 30 teams from restaurants around the city to come down and compete over cash prizes, everything like that. And I won't compete because I like to judge them. I love ribs, so I'd like to eat other people's ribs. I know what mine tastes like.
Sure.
So, it's going to be a nice event for a lot of people, for me to get to know a lot of people too in the area that I haven't met. 'Cause like most restaurant owners, we don't get out a lot. So,
If you're looking for judges, Joe, you and I are going to become pretty
well,
quick friends.
we're looking for 2 right now. We're looking for 2 judges. So,
So tell us a little bit more about Cold Fusion. What are some of the daily specials that you guys have that some of our viewers might be able to check out?
well, in both places, we do our wings on Monday, which everybody's like, well, it's a wing special. Well, we do a jumbo wing. It's the whole wing.
Oh,
it's not, it's segments. They're off 6-pound chickens. So these things are huge.
Big wing special.
And they're 75 cents each. We have 3 different sauces. You get dipping sauce and carrots and stuff like that with it. So Tuesdays in Platteville, we do sushi. Haven't broached that here yet. I'm not quite ready for it.
All right.
Wednesdays, here we do Kids Eat Free. So anybody under 12 and under can come and eat free. We don't have a lot of fried items on our menu. It's like 6 total, so everything we have is fresh. We're a 90% scratch restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah. Thursday is Kids Eat Free in Platteville. Friday's fish fry, of course. But
Gotta do fish.
my fish is a little different, and it took people in Middleton about a month to get used to it. I do tilapia. I don't do cod. I do something a little bit different, a little bit bigger flatfish. It's a nice beer batter to it, and Saturday is prime rib. just a typical Wisconsin staple. We just do nice prime rib, slow roasted, of course, for 3 or 4 hours. And Sunday's prime rib sandwiches, because if I have any left over,
There you go. Put it
that's
in
what
the
we use. But we haven't had any left over in a while, so it's just
Could imagine. That's a good goal. I love the idea of the tilapia. That's one of
Yes.
my favorite. That
Yes.
sounds absolutely fantastic.
something a little different. A little different. I'm a fusion chef, so I'm trying not to do the same thing everybody else does.
Sounds great. Joe, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
joining us here today.
Appreciate it.
Joe Perkins out of Cold Fusion, 2 locations in our area, 3 total if you're down by Platteville as well. Be sure to check them out in Middleton, McFarland, and Platteville. We'll be right back with more of the Restaurant Show after this. Coming up next on the Restaurant Show, Takara. Hello and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Right now we are joined by Brian and Erica of the Takara Japanese Restaurant. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today.
Hi,
Hi.
everyone.
Hi,
nice
everyone.
to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
And as always, you guys have so many different colors and flavors and stuff here. So it's just a joy. And we're going to start out with unagi dan, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Unagi dan. Tell us a little bit about that.
So unagi don is rice over the toaster eel. Eel toast on top.
Oh, wow.
And we put the unagi sauce and then some pickles on top.
All right.
I will make it now for you. Okay?
Yeah, for downs, like in Japanese word, it's like something like with a big bowl of rice.
Okay.
That's
So that's the dan and the unagi is the eel.
eel. Yeah, it means eel.
Is there something that eel taste compares to?
I think it's more like with the other fish, it's more soft and then like sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get that nice green color in there.
Yeah, a little bamboo leaf in there.
Add
So-
some green to it. And the eel, once you crisp it up, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Sitting over the rice like that, and the flour.
So Brian always makes them like put a lot of garnish in it and then making nicer presentations. So this is like pickles and radish.
Sure.
Yeah, little. We usually have little pickles in there.
Rice, your pickled radish, your eel. And we're learning stuff today too. So the dan means
Pickle.
over rice.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of
Cinco.
like a lots of dishes with the like fish over the rice.
Okay.
Over the rice, like yellowtail dan or like tuna dan and then salmon.
So you can
And
get
I'll put
something
the-
similar to this, but with a lot of different sorts of
Difference.
fish. And,
Yes.
Okay.
and a little bit lemon and eel sauce.
See, Brian, you're making it so pretty. I don't know if I'd want to eat it. Like I kind of want to take it home and put it on display.
Sesame seed.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'll cover it up.
Cover it up. Yeah. Little sesame
And then
seeds.
just the last
Sesame
little sesame seed on top
And then
there. Okay.
kizami nori,
That's a seaweed.
seaweed,
Seaweed.
and then a
Always
little
have
bit
ginger and what's
Yeah, that's that. That's a unagi don.
Wow. So that's unagi dan.
Yep.
And that looks absolutely fantastic.
It's
so
very popular.
very
dish,
popular dish. That's
Yeah.
what I
Yep.
want to try.
Yeah.
So you got the eel over rice and all the amazing, beautiful little kind of sides and pieces that go along with it that
Yeah.
Takara does so well.
Yeah.
It's a good for all people can eat it.
Like
Yeah,
it's
even-
a like it's a toasted all cut. So people like don't like raw fish and they can do that.
Okay, so yeah, it's not even sushi. It's fully cooked. Good to go.
Yeah.
And we also have time. You're going to do a crystal roll for us
Yep.
today.
Crystal
Yep.
rolls. Yep.
And what all goes into the crystal roll now? You guys have a ton of different ones.
You know.
Crystal roll is spicy scallop,
Okay.
inside, and then topped with white tuna.
And it has some little crunch and caviar,
Caviar.
scallion, little stuff.
And scallop here, spicy
They
scallop.
usually mixed up with the spicy mayo sauce and
So-
crunchy, and makes a better texture.
So a lot of different kind of textures and
Yeah, usually we put a scallop, cucumber, and scallion, and fish egg together, and then crunch together. Spicy scallop.
That's one of my favorite rolls now. It's so
that's one of your
good.
favorite ones.
Yeah.
That's impressive because you guys have a lot of really good rolls.
I know. Yeah. Yes. we
White
do.
tuna. There's albacore tuna.
Yep, that's a albacore tuna. We call
I imagine it'd be very hard to have even things that you even like almost more than others. And that albacore tuna you guys have brought in before, so we're familiar with that. That's a very good kind, you told me.
Right.
Another customer like this albacore tuna. More tasting.
All right. Give me that shape.
And we cut 8 pieces.
Wrap it again.
And that's to keep that shape constant, right?
Yeah.
Get all the flavor together.
Yep. All
Okay.
flavor together. And
And then the
then
place.
ready to.
And that's just for show. So you put it on there. Okay. And then you said the caviar is also part of that too?
It's
Yes.
they mixed up with the scallop in there.
So
right?
that's all right. That's what gives it that red. Okay, I got you. So that's mixed up right inside of it.
So, but they're gonna put something on top of it.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's some of them already
And
in
red
the
caviar on top.
So you got that inside of it and then sprinkled on top as well, just
Yes.
to add to it. Wow,
It's beautiful color.
that looks absolutely fantastic. I learn so much every time you guys come in here. It's awesome. What about happy hour? What are you guys doing for happy hour right now?
We have the happy hours like from Sunday to Thursday, like 4:30 to 6:30 for happy hour, like beer and wine and sake for $2.50.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, and then like all the import or this mass spit beers all for $2.50. So and then also do some special going on at the downtown locations with the students discount. If you're being a student ID, you got like 5% discount for cash and then 5% discount for credit card and 10% for cash. Yes.
So student discounts downtown, Sunday through Thursday. Great happy hour deals on things to drink and a lot of fun stuff like that. As well as, you gotta try the unagi don. That looks absolutely fantastic.
So good.
So good.
Yep.
And the fact that Erica told you this is her favorite roll, the crystal roll, that's all the more reason to go and try it. Because if she likes it, it's gonna blow your mind. Plain and simple. Thank you guys again so much for coming out, Brian and Erica.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Go check them out at Takara, either on the west side of Whitney or downtown
Or Middleton.
Middleton. Well, west side Middleton works. Check them out, Takara. We'll be right back with more of the restaurant show after this. Thank you for tuning into the restaurant show right here on CW57. My name is Ryan Ashker, and I'd love to thank all of our guests for stopping by and giving us an idea of some great food to try right here in Madison and the surrounding areas. The restaurant show here on CW57, where you can eat the best and forget the rest.